Hey, how we doing guys? Gray here, and today we've got our week 5 battle of the CGT. We're going up against Mountaih and his immunity idols. This will be the third time we face off. We're looking for some revenge because we have yet to beat him. He beat us last season in CGT quite convincingly, and also beat us recently in pack playoffs. So yeah, we're looking for some revenge. Make sure to go check him out. He's a fantastic guy, great content creator, and just an incredible battler. Has won basically any league that's going. So yeah, make sure to check him out. His link will be down in the description below, as well as the video coaches for the CGT. Like if you're enjoying the content, subs so you don't miss out on the rest of the season. And yeah, with the preamble out of the way, let's get into the battle. I'll see you guys there. Okay, so here we are for the battle. I'm nervous, I'm excited. Let's get into this. Ooh, let's see what he brings. He brings roughly what I was expecting. There is a Rillaboom, there's no Lati. That's actually pretty good for me. What am I expecting? Potential setup, potential banded on the Weavile, potential setup, potential banded on the Rillaboom, potential shell smash on Blastoise, because he did bring both Arcanine and Diancie, so I feel like he's a little less concerned. He brought a team that was actually quite weak. Wow, very weak in fact, to Excadrill, but I opted into not bringing it. I think he's probably got some resist berries going on there. What's a lead that I don't really want to see? I guess maybe Diancie, maybe Nidoqueen. So, regardless, I think a perfectly good lead is going to be Torn. Very predictable lead, I know. Who'd have thought? Leading Torn. Crazy thing. Crazy concept. So it's a good job that I didn't speed creep. Didn't speed creep the Lati with my Torn, because it would have been unnecessary. Do I want to lock this in? Yeah, we'll lock this in. Why not? Good luck, have fun to Mountaih. Make sure to go check him out, his link will be down in the description below. Let's hope we don't get 6-0'd like we did last season. That would be real nice if we didn't. I feel like my prep is probably better than last season, so if I get 6-0'd, that's entirely on me. It leads with a Stig, that's going to be Weavile, right? Yep. Quite unfortunate. I certainly don't want to stay in here. He has pressure, to be expected. I don't know what else he would be. I'm just going to go into Buzzwole, and we're going to do some Calcin. Switching to Buzzwole should be fairly obvious. Okay, so if he is Adamant Band, he's actually going to double into Arcanine. That's a good switch. Fine by me, though. Fine by me. Would rather have had this thing out against it, and obviously not had Buzzwole out against this, but it is what it is. I guess that switch was fairly obvious, and he didn't want to take early potential damage, so it makes a little sense. I think he probably just teleports here, but he teleports, he brings in Weavile again, we just go around in circles. Yeah, I still think going into Reuniclus is the better play. We can scout. If this thing is banded, then that would really kind of quite suck. Honestly, that would suck. He goes for a Flare Blitz. Are you banded? Please don't be banded. You're not banded. Good to know. So yeah, we can just recover this damage. Don't mind too much if Weavile comes in. I have got my switch into it. Could try and blitz me again. That does look like Jolly Max, because I'm at 108. 108 is 46%. That switch goes back into Weavile. Really kind of wish that I kept my Colbus superpower set. That would have been some fucking fire at this point. I didn't want to miss Focus Blast, so yeah, I mean that would have been kind of wild. Just gonna double once again. It's an obvious switch, but it is my switch, and he can go into whatever he wants. He's gonna stay in this time though, so now we can do some calculating. Potentially this is toxic. I would be surprised. We could see a Psycho Cut knockoff. That's fine. That puts me down to 185. You're not pads. So I did 13%. Level 100. 13% shows me you are not You potentially Pats. Do I want to throw off a Toxic? What would Toxic catch? Pretty much all of his switch-ins, so yeah, I'll go for Toxic here. Pretty happy with that. I got a little bit of chip on the Weavile, which is going to be great for potential Cinderace endgame. I know that it probably doesn't live a Pyro Ball, but if we don't need to risk it and go for a +1 U-turn, I think that probably will be in range of it. He's going to withdraw. Hopefully we see something like Blastoise. Arcanine again? That's fine. Putting this on a timer would be nice. At the same time, it's Toxic. Do we hit? No. Of course not. That seems about right. Honestly, that is spot on for how things go with me and Toxic. Would have been nice to have that chip, but at the same time, it's really not the end of the world. Not the end of the world at all. We can just keep switching all day, every day, if needs be, because that does seem to be the situation we're going to. At least Triple Axel should not lock me off. Should not knock me out even. They're just going to Blitz again. Again, that did actually less. So 122. Regardless, my play is going to be Recover. Because we just rinse and repeat. Eventually he's going to have to either click Morning Sun with this, or he's going to get Toxic. One or the other. He's going to Blitz again. Okay. Yes, yeah, not going to knock me out. I'm just going to recover. I have no reason to not recover here. He can try and stall me out, I guess, but it's effectively a trade that's not that favourable for him. I just want to keep this thing as healthy as I can. And I think he knows that I want to keep this healthy. So, yeah, there's the Morning Sun. Now I'm healthy. Do I want to double into Torn? Just see what Arcanine would do to my Torn set. If Blitz would do over half. At the same time, this put me down to 122. That is 39%, so potentially not that invested. So if I go into Torn, shouldn't do half. It does also doesn't really cover much, actually. I could go into Cinderace, or I could just go for a Psyshock. Yeah, I'll just go for a Psyshock. If Weavile comes in, Weavile comes in. It is going to be Weavile. Okay. Again, I don't mind this situation too much. Just because we can effectively continue doing this. Again, he can switch into Arcanine if he wants to here. Flare Blitz actually to Boswell would not do that much. Wouldn't do that much at all. SD would be a problem. Excuse me, Aerial Ace, okay. That does a lot of damage. Is there a mid-ground I can make here? Not a particularly great one. I could go Cinderace. Cinderace will not die by any means to Weavile knockoff. It's not banded his boots. It'll do around half, which is quite a lot of damage. But yeah, I'll swap out Cinderace. Because I should be able to roost somewhere along the line. He just Aerial Ace again, which is absolutely fine by me. And I will just click U-turn. Because he has plenty of things that can switch into this, so it's time for me to get some momentum. I need to actually be off the back foot. He's going to withdraw, that's to be expected. In comes Arcanine, so now TYRANITAR gets to click a button. Got hair in my mouth. Tyranitar can click a button here, because I believe this is not invested. It's Rocky Helmet. Okay. Didn't expect Rocky Helmet, I'll be honest. Yeah, I'm just going to click a button. Close combat should not knock me out. Actually, close combat could knock me out. Do I want to double into Reuniclus? On the off chance that he... Because also, what's his switching going to be? What's the chances of him knocking me out with? I mean, the odds are in my favour if he's not invested. What have we seen so far? Morning Sun, Flare Blitz. I could double into Reuniclus here. I think that's kind of what I want to do. Or do I just... I'll just click a button. I think it's okay to click a button here. So, yeah, I'll Stone Edge. Hasn't... Okay, if he might not have the close combat, he might still have it. Cash Money, that is the Blastoise, right? Stone Edge is going to land, which is huge. And it's going to do over half. So that means that we can pick up a kill here. I have no reason to not just click it again. Because this is one thing that... Well, one less thing that Reuniclus has to worry about. Let me just check. Reuniclus, Weavile. See the interaction there. If it's Jolly Boots, knockoff doesn't kill me. If I'm at full. But I would need a bit more chip. By a bit more chip, I mean a lot more chip. He's got to decide whether he wants to give me this or not. I can imagine this thing is much more expendable to him because I didn't bring Drill, and he has Arcanine still for Cinderace. Actually, he's going to withdraw. Going to Nidoqueen? I don't know, that's Nidoqueen. Yeah, that's Nidoqueen. Be nice if we could hit this. That's doing a lot of damage. That was a crit. Okay. That would be why that's doing a lot of damage. Now I'm just going to go with Reuniclus. Some good breaking from Tyranitar. Solid breaking. Just a little bit more of that would be really nice in this game. Probably going to see rocks go up, if I had to guess. No, he's just going to Earth Power. Over half, that's a crit. Yep. I guess crit for crit. Super unfortunate though. Super unfortunate, because looking at that, if I go down to 52, that's done 74%. Nidoqueen. Just see if it's a crit. That's got Stealth Rock. That's, yeah. That was never 2 KOing me. Do I have a chance to heal that up later? Potentially, actually, against Blastoise or Diancie, so I'm going to preserve it. And I think just go into... Yeah, I can go into you here. I will just quickly calc Tyranitar on a crit Stone Edge. Ice Beam, good play. It's going to do a lot of damage. Do I want to risk the Hurricane? That is the question. I think I don't. I think... Just think this through. If I miss Hurricane, then I'm in a bad spot. But Hurricane is pretty free here. I'm going to risk it and really hope that I just land. Okay, good. Good stuff. That's going to take it out. That's one of the biggest threats to my team. So more than happy for that to be gone. Buzzwole was chipped, so Weavile could be a problem. It is now faster than everything on my team. It comes back in. I am just going to go out into Buzzwole, I think, here. Actually, is Buzzwole more important at this point than Reuniclus? It's more likely to be able to recover. I think it's more likely to recover in this game. Again, it would be on Blastoise. Or Diancie, actually. No, Diancie's not really something it can recover on. I will just go Buzzwole. I'll go Buzzwole and then come back in with Cinderace afterwards. There's another knockoff. That's fine by me. Do I want to double Cinderace? That seems very aggressive. That does seem very aggressive, for no real reason. Tyranitar, if this thing doesn't have low kick, I think is going to be fine. Weavile. Let's just see. Low kick. Low kick will take me out. But I guess we can scout for that. Aerial Ace is pretty free for him. I'll Drain Punch. I think he's just going to take me out with Aerial Ace. He has no reason to not, really. Yeah. And then I can bring in Cinderace. And what is Cinderace doing? +1. That's a crit. Didn't matter. Did not matter at all. How much is Cinderace doing at +1 to Arcanine? Gunk Shot does quite a good amount. I could just Pyro Ball and then bulk up. This does make me very weak to this mon. Very weak. This realistically is my last hope of actually being able to check it. I think regardless, I kind of got to go for Pyro Ball, just because if he decides to attack here, which he does, we should live this. And if we can take out Weavile, that'd be amazing. We should take out Weavile. That's amazing for us. Really, really good. That defense investment. You love to see it. Cinderace claiming his first kill of the season in 3 games. This thing is a monster and I just haven't used it well at all on this team. Okay, that's great. That's really good. What are the problems for me now? Diancie. Rillaboom. Rillaboom is always an issue. Needs to get torn healthy again to deal with that. Thundurus looks great. In fact, Thundurus looks very, very good now. If I can weaken Diancie, Thundurus wins. Weaken Diancie. I also kind of need to weaken Arcanine. There's going to be Arcanine. Do I take this chance to weaken Arcanine? I'm -1, so Gunk's probably just doing shit for damage. But do I need to keep this around for anything? Realistically, I would have to say no, and I think the Gunk shot damage is probably going to be worth it. If we hit. Which we don't. So, in the end, not worth it. just not worth it. Okay, so Tyranitar can come in here, and it can click a button. I would quite like you to be higher health. Do I want to go into this first and then just U-turn out into Reuniclus? Because if I lose Reuniclus, that's not the end of the world at this point. I just need Torn healthier. So I'm going to go into you and then I'm going to double. I'm not going to U-turn in case he stays in. I'm just going to double into Reuniclus. Because I need this health back on Torn. No matter what, I need this health back on Torn. So if it means sacking Reuniclus, who sadly got crit, yeah, it's going to be sacking, but that's fine. Absolutely fine by me. How much is Thundurus doing? Thundurus does a lot. But I do prefer just going into TYRANITAR. Prefer TYRANITAR and just clicking button. Can I click high horsepower instead? Probably not. Not the greatest idea. I think I just click Stone Edge. If he's got CC, he probably does click it. Yeah. Do we live? We do not live. Okay. That is super unfortunate. But I still think we can win this game. Now he's at minus defenses. Actually, I probably did need that for Diancie. At least to do damage on Diancie. Okay. Gave up a lot to Arcanine in this game. Probably more than I should have. I might lose this game because of that. He must have some investment to be able to knock me out. Unless it was just a roll. But who am I to know? Thunderbolt is incredibly free. Diancie is probably going to switch in. And I'm really wishing I had Flash Cannon now. Really wishing I had Flash Cannon. Do I need to keep this healthy for late game? I say late game, we're in the late game now. He is faster. Is he max speed? Why is he so quick? The fuck? Okay, well, yeah, now we probably do kind of just lose. Because I don't think I'll be able to take on Diancie. Diancie comes in now, then we may have a chance. But I still don't think it's a good chance. Man, he was so fast in that Arcanine. He was like max speed. Actually, he probably just speed crept. And Diancie comes in. I've got a T-Volt. I think T-Volt Para is probably my best option. That does 0. Absolutely nothing, and is triggering. I thought this was a possibility, but it's certainly going to do me in now. If I had Reuniclus, I'd be in a great spot. That was perhaps a little hasty on my part. I don't see any way of us actually winning this game at this point, which is super unfortunate, but miss? No. I was going to say a miss there, maybe, but even then it's doing way too much damage. I mean, I could have played this differently, by all means. I'm trying to think what I could have done better, but it's hard to say. Reuniclus getting crit definitely hurt, because if I was able to just recover up there, then Reuniclus being healthy still gives me a great endgame, and it means I don't have to sack half the mons that I sacked. But, you know, it is what it is. Can't complain too much. I guess I just knock off. It's going to be a loss. I don't know if there was anything I could have done, but I'm going to live that. Wild. We don't have Iron Tail, so it doesn't matter. Knock off the weakness policy. Actually, I had the sand up, so using my own sand against me. I'll taunt for the sake of taunting. But yeah, good game to Mountaih. He's going to win this one again. Yet to still beat Mountaih. I don't know, I feel like I haven't been playing my best these last few weeks. And it's getting to me a little bit. But at the same time, like I said before this game, or in the team builder, one of the two, there's no shame in losing to Mountaih. He's a fantastic player. He's probably like a shoe-in for playoffs regardless, if not like a favourite for the championship, because he won last year. We're now 2-3. Sucks to start 2-0 and go 2-3, but you know, it is what it is. We've not played well enough to be able to win those games, so at the end of the day, we need to start playing better. I mean, that's as simple as that. I don't know what else really I can do in terms of my prep here. I think my prep was okay. I just think that I didn't play this one particularly well. Perhaps constantly switching in Buzzwole was so obvious that it was the bad play. Maybe I should have gone into Cinderace on that second try and baited him into it regardless, but I don't think he would ever stay in that situation. The fact that he stayed in and we lived, that's kind of lucky on our part. But he positioned himself well to which Diancie could win. I was unable to keep my pieces for Diancie, being Reuniclus, basically only Reuniclus. So that's on me. Granted, the crit didn't help that, but I'm not going to blame hacks for us losing this game, because there was other ways in which we could have played the game that would have been better for us. So yeah, that's on me. Good game to Mountaih. If you enjoyed the battle, please leave a like. Subscribe so you don't miss out on the rest of the season. Hopefully we'll get back to winning ways next week when we face off against Kurt, I think it is. Yeah, make sure to sub to Mountaih. His link will be down in the description below, as well as all your coaches for the CGT this season. And until next one, have a great day, guys. Peace.